Our government signed and subsequently ratified the UN Convention on Rights of Persons with Disabilities within a short period after assumption of office.
Conference to change the life of persons with disabilities. Thank you.
The UN Convention and a disability rights perspective means that people with disabilities are entitled by matter of right to have autonomy, equality, and full participation in their societies, rather than their inclusion being a matter of goodwill or social trust.
Earlier it was the charity-based approach that you will give the disabled people, somebody will give the disabled people, they will only receive. But right-based approach is that this is their right really to have education, health services, accessibility, yes, everything is their rights.
Directly points out we're the fastest negotiated UN treaty ever.
It's not just a rights-based approach. There are extremely good economic reasons for tackling the issues of disability. If you take Bangladesh, which is where we are right now, as an example, there have been some estimates with some degree of reliability that not including disabled people in economic activities causes a decline of GDP of about 1.7%. That's very significant. That's about as much as many countries spend on their entire education program. So getting the disabled into the development, into mainstream, becomes very, very important.
To fulfill this commitment of mainstreaming, this conference will bring a lot of ideas and practical examples what is happening around this subcontinent, especially in the Asia Pacific, and so that we can undertake a lot of development programs which is effective, practical, as well as replicable in other countries.
Rehab workers receive training on physiotherapy, very basic level of physiotherapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and also designing assistive device for children with disabilities. But their main role is to first to provide the therapy or the services directly, and the second but most important to me is to provide transfer the skill to the family member who is taking care of that person.
In Bangladesh, only 4% children with disabilities are going to the school.
There is evidence that something like 30% of the children who are out of school because either they are disabled or they themselves are looking after parents or adults who are disabled. So if you don't tackle the issue of disability or the issue of social protection to provide means whereby somebody else can look after the parents, you will not be able to close the gap and bring these 77 million children into school.
So, using ICT, I think someone was mentioning, we're not freely So like the rural people can know about much more of the deaf community, and they will not rather, you know, forget their deaf child. And like a flower, like a tree, it grows up, and I want to build up my community like this way.
সাগরদাড়ি গ্রামে মধুসূদনের জন্ম।